What in the Madame Tussauds is happening right now? No. Although, maybe we should hire him for Madame Tussauds because whatever's going on in that museum is never accurate. But that's a side note. Hey guys, it's your girl Laisha, aka Geek XX Chic, and we are here with another reaction to One Piece, the live action remake from Netflix. We're on season 2, episode 5, which is called Wax On, Wax Off. This will be my favorite episode purely because the original Karate Kid is my favorite movie ever. No other reason. There probably are literally no references to it in this episode, but all the same, I gotta pay homage. But all right, last episode, we had the crew end up on an island that has been full of peril, but mostly because there are some dinosaurs and some giants. But really where the bad stuff started to happen is when the Baroque Works agents showed up, because they're of course trying to get Luffy and his crew as well as Princess Vivi. There's bounties and different reasons that they want Vivi. But before that, the crew was having a good time exploring. Vivi got a chance to deal with her grief and learn a little lesson about being present, whereas Usopp got to learn a little lesson about courage and, you know, kind of stepping outside of his comfort zone. But yeah, we ended the episode with Baroque Works unfortunately getting the upper hand on the majority of the crew. At the moment, we only have Sanji and Usopp as people who are not currently somehow captured by Baroque Works. So how we're gonna get out of this hairy mess, we're gonna have to see. So let's jump in. But just before I do, a reminder to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. All right, that out of the way, let's get into the episode right now.
Shit happens. What is wrong with you two? Why are you acting like...
You see it now? All right. Later on, you explain when you stepped on me.
She uses this special hypnotic paint that alters the victim's emotional state when absorbed into the skin. Literally coloring how you feel.
Can we help Zoro, please?
I would never let something like that control me.
Really? Really? Biceps?
Guys, stop messing around. Baroque Works is right outside.
How are they messing around? Nami just came too. Give her a second.
We're gonna just have to hope that one of your crew is looking for us.
Usopp.
Mm-hmm.
Last time I saw him, he was falling in a
Yeah,
rock
might have gotten
slide.
kicked over a mountain.
What about Sanji?
That guy?
Yeah, that guy.
Luffy is still out there. He'll come for us.
Luffy's about to take out some revenge.
We're not dead yet.
That is what I am worried about.
Right? Being dead would at least be painless.
Whatever he's planning, you're gonna wish you were dead.
Well, thank you for that pep talk, Vivi. Can we talk about maybe being a little less doom and gloom? We're looking for solutions, not problems.
Where is he?
At the beach, having a picnic.
You were supposed to bring him to me.
Well, I want to keep him.
Now. We've discussed.
Freaky.
Have your fun, and when you're done with him, bring him back.
They just
And
forgot
you
about
can
Usopp?
complete-
Damn.
No, Pat, but
It does have candles.
now that these giants have been neutralized, there's no one else to spoil our party.
Usopp, you're killing me.
Luffy! Luffy!
Oh, he don't know about the paint.
Luffy!
This is gonna be awkward. Oh, you made Luffy sad.
You can get the hell off this island.
It's all my fault.
No, it is absolutely the fault of Business Inc.
I love that he didn't even show. I would have been like, yes, you want to come here.
Baroque Works would hurt my friends. And it's all because of me.
A little bit.
Luffy, what's on your face?
Wipe it off.
I'm going to die.
Hey, this isn't you.
Wipe his tears. Quickly.
Following our dreams and fighting against anyone that stands in our way.
Look at Usopp being the one to give the motivational speech this time.
Come on, Luffy. We need you. Come on.
I would be the first person to wipe that off my friend's face.
I know things look bad, but you don't give up.
That's right.
I'm throwing a picnic for my new dolly. You.
I mean, sometimes Luffy got to experience things, you know?
First plan, you hide until they all go away.
That's probably the most
Your friends
effective
die.
one. There is that side effect.
And then you die.
Maybe.
Sanji!
Just yell your location. It's fine.
Luffy! Usopp!
Hands in his pockets. Just another day on a tropical island of death. Nothing new. I wonder if a wax house would be hot in a tropical location. Also, the fact that it's not melting is very, very unbelievable.
I trust the three of you are uncomfortable.
So you're Mr. 3.
What gave it away?
Probably the 3 and your...
Yeah, your ridiculous haircut.
We were pretty pissed we didn't get to kill you all at Whiskey Peak.
Oh well.
You know the problem with some of my associates in Baroque works?
What's that?
They forget to be Baroque.
Most of them don't even know what that word means.
Killers for hire.
Is that not
Their
you?
deeds will be forgotten by history, not mine.
No.
Is that speech the torture?
Everyone will forget. Exactly. Now the brute force is okay? Right? It's disgusting.
It's raining wax. The wax.
Hallelujah.
You're dying for art.
Oh my god.
Thank you for stalling.
We have to wait around for some damn wax to fall.
I wouldn't expect dullards like you to understand.
No, let him have the art.
Look at Zora.
In charge.
He still has his swords.
My wax.
That is crazy that they didn't take those. Now that you think about it, it's kind of crazy they leave all three with him.
You call yourself an artist? I've stolen from the finest museums in all of the East Blue, and your art talk is all crap.
That part.
Your work is a lie. Look at Zorro.
Fraud!
He's suffering. He's giggling.
He's gonna die with a smile on his face. It's gonna wreck the whole aesthetic.
Shouldn't have let me keep my swords.
Right?
And leaving this island with your head.
There he is.
He's like, all that smiling was disgusting.
Clearly, you're not strong enough to cut it, but do keep trying.
That's a challenge, Zorro.
That's the reaction I've been looking for.
The nails are definitely a choice.
Nobody ever wanted to play with me. Till I got my special
Well,
paint.
maybe because you're crazy. Just saying. You're having a tea party right now and your guest is crying.
My friends are going to die.
You're better off without them. Friends let you down.
How would you know you never had any crazy?
I tried to explain that to my parents, but they didn't understand.
So you killed them?
So I painted them too and put them in a box.
Now he's got mixed emotions.
Now you can relax and forget all about those silly friends.
That's not how Luffy's brain works.
Save my friend!
How do you like?
Aren't you rubber, friend? I guess not. Is it even tea? Where'd you even get tea? Really, Sanji? You thought you'd just stop and make a cocktail and everyone's missing. Giants about. Dinosaurs. To live in his level of chill, we should all aspire.
Where's my folder?
Oh, they don't love you, Sanji. Answer the phone. Yuck. I feel like everything would be incredibly slimy. Have you ever touched wax? It's not fun.
Careful, Mr. 3. Is that how you speak to your superior?
You know Mr. Three's voice?
The use of transponder snails will soon be too much of a risk. I trust. I only need to ask this once.
Well, I was gonna talk to them for longer, but that greenhead one just really got on my nerves. He's so annoying, I couldn't turn him up fast enough, to be honest.
I think you gave yourself up there.
As long as it's done. This Friday has been a little while. Not since that unfortunate incident at the orphanage.
Okay, Riddler. Do you have a... Oh, is that the Unluckies? Hey, yo, they've got aviation. I think that maybe that's the winning team, just saying.
You're gonna be fucking joking.
F-bomb? Machine gun... No, Gatling guns on a vulture is crazy. That's all I gotta say.
Somebody help me!
Who is the somebody? You gotta be the help, Usopp. I'm so sorry. I know you don't want to be, but you gotta be the help, friend. Oh, hey! He just had indigestion! He's okay?
James, Dory's sword wasn't sharp enough to grant me a swift end.
Just sitting here dying slowly.
Someone poisoned your ale. They wanted to sabotage you.
Yeah.
What villain would do such a thing?
Glad you asked.
We will defeat our foes together. The Elbaf way. With honor.
Can we have less speeches, more moving? Oh, okay. No, he's not okay.
But no matter the danger, I'm sure Captain Usopp can handle it. Just like in your story.
Exactly. Make yourself the legend, baby.
What
Fake it till you
chance
make
do
it.
those fiends stand against the Lord of Destruction?
Period.
I understand. You are scared.
I'm not scared.
It's okay to be scared.
You're small and stringy.
Damn.
And
But
your
yes,
friends' lives are at stake.
that's scary.
Any true warrior would be.
What I say last episode
Warrior's fear is a good thing.
keeps you alive.
I would never trust my life to a warrior who claimed never to have been afraid.
You really believe that?
Mm-hmm.
True bravery is
Not the absence of fear. That's what I said.
Going into battle against
Despite that.
I'll die.
an honorable death. Trying to save your friend.
That's what it is to be a hero, friend. That's why it's a lot easier to be a villain. Legs are lethal.
I'm gonna have to put you on hold.
Hang up. It's safe to say the call's over. Wow, getting wrecked by clam claws is crazy. Sanji having to take care of the miniatures is actually hilarious. Yeah, the big kicks aren't going to work as well with something that small, Sanji. Small movements. Oh! I think this constitutes animal cruelty, guys. I don't know. What the flower do? And lilies too, my fave.
And I take it the Straw Hats are not. Tell me, who am I really speaking
Yo,
to?
mama.
The Straw Hat Pirates will regret ever taking Princess Vivi on board. And you will regret taking this call.
Already do, honestly. You're not a fun person to talk to. Kind of dry. What's in the little package? Yeah. Snacks? Oh, hey, another one of those true whatevers.
I can't cut through this wax, but it can cut through my legs.
You're going to cut off your feet? What kind of a plan is that?
You'll be free.
You're scared to watch Look Away.
This disgusting. Stop it.
Right? Yeah.
You cannot save them, and you're too late to save Alabasta.
Never.
How much do you know about your new friend's homeland?
I'll learn from her, thank you very much.
You kept up with the news lately?
Man just produced a paper out of nowhere?
As thousands of royal soldiers switch sides to join the rebellion.
Thousands? Gee, that sounds like a lot.
Doesn't surprise me you can't count.
And the one person who could stop it is about to die. Way out here.
Useless.
Is
And alone.
it? Is she? Thank God y'all taking this slow-ass way to kill her.
Luffy will come.
You will.
Don't give up, do you?
No.
Are you gonna give up?
Right? You want to save your home? Get it together!
Trust me, whatever Miss Golden Week is doing to Luffy, I can guarantee he's fighting it.
Oh, and he's getting mighty pissed.
Right now, Mr. 3 is killing your friends. How does that
Thank you
make
for the
feel?
inspiration.
You still want to save your friends?
I know it's a concept that you cannot understand, but
On my palette, it's the absence of hope. That's why I call it betrayal back.
that's one thing you really can't take from Luffy, thankfully.
I will be king of the pirates!
He's got like 8 colors going on. At some point, they got to cancel each other out.
I've always been lonely,
I can't imagine why.
and your dreams will never come true.
Oh no, go into the water because it'll wash all the paint off. Go. Thank you for being cocky, finally.
I will never be king of the
You didn't
pirates.
say it. Resistance is happening. A little splash, Ruby. Just a little splash. That's all you need, friend. Usopp, I hope you have your... All right, he's clean. Paint's gone.
Now you'll be my new dolly.
You're not coming anywhere near me, creepy long stocking.
Creepy long stocking is great. Welcome to your own world, ho. Look at that, Usopp, you saved somebody. You're a hero.
Where's the rest of
I
the
think
crew?
your head may actually explode. Yeah, homie said if I'm going out, I'm gonna look baller. Nothing you can do about that. Oh yeah, hurry up, they can't breathe soon. Quickly, they can't breathe.
We're the heroes.
Maybe move quack. They can't breathe! Oh my God! Okay, it's fine. They've suffocated to death.
Are they dead?
Not quite. I estimate they have a few minutes of air left in there.
Thank you, I'm glad someone said it.
Beat down time, baby. I'll be right here, buddy.
Yeah,
Go
in the
get
back.
Luffy.
Slowly drifting into the dark.
What's up? Let's split up! Wait! They're gonna die!
Thank you! What does a few minutes of air mean to you, Luffy?
I propose we settle this like the warriors of Elbath.
Yeah!
You versus us. I mean, I don't think
Your
that would be fair.
underestimation is
This is why
already
I
a
love
tool in my belt. Just because mine's gross, no one wants to fight me. It's true, no one's a booger flicked at them. Yeah. Smart. You know what to do. Since she likes to be so heavy.
2 against 1. Not exactly a duel, is it?
Right? And I wasn't chosen.
He got a raw deal. What's his double fruit again?
Exploding boogers. Yeah, it's disgusting.
You never shut up, do you?
No, it's kind of his forte.
50 kilo.
I can barely feel it.
100.
Damn, he gonna be concussed.
Smiling.
Because you broke
You're about to die.
you broke the masterpiece.
Death. Saving my friends.
Something you could not begin to understand. You see how you lost focus because you were pissed off? Usopp did that with 3 words, girl. Now you're gonna piss off the one who actually knows how to use his swords. Right? Suffocating. Nice work. Oh, maybe move. Oh, he's
Thanks for
broken.
saving us. I'll get him.
We'll get her.
Girl fight!
We know all about you, Monkey D.
How are you everywhere?
Special. Their weaknesses. I've studied
Did he make a wax figure of himself?
You rush in blindly.
There's no way he could have done that and painted it. There's just no way. What in the Madame Tussauds is happening right now? No. Although, maybe we should hire him for Madame Tussauds because whatever's going on in that museum is never accurate. But that's a side note. The fact that this is his move. Ugh.
Valentine's Day!
Batter up. Ooh, he quick with it. He's like, get up close. Don't break it.
Bet you do. It's the only way you stand a chance.
That's true.
You even know how to fight without those swords.
Do you know how to fight without your
without
boogers?
your nose.
Right? Like, that was not a good argument, friend. Did it actually do anything? All right, so this is just a bullet of air? Am I understanding that?
My ass, you know that.
I know. That's kind of his superpower. That's not a good combination when you've got that of air. Ricochet is smart. Unfortunately, I don't think he's going to be anywhere his wax things are. I'm not going to lie, though. He nasty with them guns. Oh, Phoebe, girl. Not the face. Careful with that willy-nilly. Them bullets everywhere. The fact you had to fight in booty shorts, friend, was that a right choice? Luffy, now. Do you not have stretchy arms? Why are you running after this man? Ooh, the way he leapt off like a frog. Try flying without your brawly, girl. Damn, Vivi. You had to take time to reload? There you go. See how well those powers work if you can't breathe, ho.
Sure kill Flamestar!
Finally free! Damn, you went out the same way as 7? It's feeling a little targeted. Good job, Usopp. You helped. You really, really helped. How long can they hold their breaths? Well,
Don't fight with honor!
do you think he cares about honor?
But those giants?
I mean, do you see what he considers art? You don't learn, do we, Muffy? Okay.
Trying to punch your way through every problem.
It's true, you kind of only have one move.
You're all too easy to take down.
Is this because of the seawater that he's extra cuttable? Thank you.
Those giants were my friends.
Look at that. He's been pissed off all day. It should break through it since it's the same density. Yeah. Didn't think that through, did you? Is there any way for you to free the giant? He's probably dead though. Is that an honorable death? We'll say it is.
You're okay. We are too, somehow.
Usopp saved the day.
He did. He did that all by his lonesome.
What the hell happened here?
Hey Sanji, what's up?
Where have you been?
Don't worry, I saved the day. I don't know if you heard. It's pretty cool. Well, look what I found.
Right? Mr. I snap things in half before thinking about it.
I guess I saved the day too.
Don't be
This is
jealous,
great. That means we don't
Zoro.
have to wait for our log post to reset.
Exactly.
Are we forgetting anything else?
Yeah. The Giants. Dory was trapped in the wax too.
Oh, you did set him free. Good. I'm glad he didn't die. Help your friend. He's still slowly dying on the beach.
But stop hugging me so tightly or you'll open my wound.
We're happy that you're both alive.
Yeah, let's not fight anymore.
We think the gods have made their judgment plain.
Right? Only took you 100 years.
For what you said back there.
No, I owe you. Now we have a new tale to tell.
I think he gave him the will to live too when he found out it wasn't a fair fight.
I'm gonna visit Elbath one day.
Oh, you'll fit right in.
Nice.
When you sail away, trust in us and sail straight ahead, no matter what happens.
Okay, that's kind of ominous.
No matter what happens. Wait, what do you mean no matter what happens?
Try not to die anymore.
Yeah, Usopp, probably best you don't know the details. It's not going to help you, friend. You're an overthinker. You really beat my baby's ass. You okay, Usopp?
I've diverted you from your journey long enough.
You're part of the journey now.
Everybody asked Nami to set course to Alabasta.
Honestly, respectfully, with, the fact that you kind of get Baroque works on your ass, you shouldn't endanger any more ships.
Like I said,
You'll see it.
when you see it, you see it.
There's something swimming right for us!
See another dinosaur?
Swerve!
See the Sea King?
Sea King. Laboon!
What the hell?
No! We sail straight ahead!
That's what he said. Straight ahead.
Bogey said!
Look at the trust. Woo! Can you match that strike, though, Zoro?
That was amazing!
Thanks, guys. That's why you make friends with giants. You see how Zoro looks scared? He's like, damn.
Which one was bigger? Mine was, of course. Hogwash! The beast I held was clearly bigger. Do you?
Guess we're starting up all over again.
Sanity! Then perhaps you should settle this once and
Boys,
for all.
hug it out, please.
I take on fish every day.
Not once that size, you don't.
Don't you worry about me and size.
If you two don't just make out and be done with it, shay, too much.
We lost the fight. Your partner lost her mind, and our targets got away.
Oh, guess who's on the phone?
I'm going to tell him the truth. This was all your fault.
Right.
You won't be telling him anything.
That's why you don't join the bad guys.
This is the best dinosaur I've ever tasted.
Okay.
To Usopp.
I mean, thank you, Sanji, but considering that Usopp really can't fight.
Me alone, surrounded by 6 assassins.
6?
Maybe there was 8. They were moving pretty fast. You saw it, right, Vivi?
Exactly what he said.
Evie, I did defeat 2 Baroque Works agents myself.
Which 2?
I mean, they were animals, to be completely fair.
They're very dangerous opponents.
Oh, look at Vivi, like, let me stroke these egos so they don't throw me off the ship.
You mean the dinosaur I killed?
Your dreams,
I mean, I did break his neck.
These two are the Broggy and what's-his-face of the ship.
Nice to be part of a crew.
Yeah, but it's also nice to have another girl on board.
Femme energy needed.
I'm actually feeling a little tired, so I'm gonna turn in early, but I'll see you in the morning, okay, Vivi?
Yeah, she's not doing okay. I think I remember this arc in the anime. I think she gets a fever for a couple of days. Dang! At least it's cooler outside? I don't know. The soundtrack. All right. Well, that was wax on, wax off. And it was quite literal in this case. I had a feeling. But yeah, another great conclusion to the 2-episode arc of being on the little forest island. And yeah, Usopp, Mr. Usopp, who's finally got a tail that is not really as tall as the ones he typically tells. Like, it's going to sound like one, but he really did go to an island with dinosaurs and with giants, and he survived an attack with several high-level Baroque Works agents. He went up against them by himself, which, you know, as I said, out of this crew, he's one of the least trained as far as formally knowing how to fight. Like, we know he's deadly with a slingshot, but you know, he's not a combat kind of guy. And we know that since, you know, season 1, Usopp is not the bravest soul per se, in the sense of wanting to run directly into danger, but that's exactly what he did in this episode. And once again, that was because of his talk with Brogy. You know, Brogy really was instrumental to helping Usopp understand more of what he wants to be. And, you know, as I said in the episode, the fact that he learned that, you know, bravery is not the absence of fear, it's doing what you need to do despite the fear. And I think Usopp needed to hear that, right? Because he is scared, right? That is kind of his default setting for any dangerous situation. But for him to know that it's okay to be scared and that the fear is not always a bad thing. Like I said in my example, that fear is something that keeps us alive, which is true. But Brogy also said, you know, you do feel fear for the people you care about. That's usually what prompts you to do an act of bravery or an act of heroism, is you fear to lose things that you consider to be important or worth protecting. So that's why you go and do it, even though the outcome is not guaranteed. And so, you know, hearing him say, like, you know, the biggest fear Usopp had, he's like, what if I die? And Brogy said it would be an honorable death, right? Like that's, and I said in the episode, right, that's what a true hero is, right? There's an expression that heroes don't live long, right? And it's sadly typically true, because heroes are willing, as I said, to endanger themselves to protect others if that's what it takes. And sometimes that means at the sacrifice of their lives. That's why the people I consider to be heroes in this world are like your firefighters and disaster relief people, like people who genuinely go out there and put themselves in harm's way because it's to save a life or to protect others, knowing that the cost could be their lives or their health, right? It's not a fun cost to think of, but you know, if those people pass away, I don't hear people saying they throw their life away, right? It's for a noble cause. But yes, sadly, it does mean that you're taking risks that you otherwise wouldn't necessarily take. So, you know, that's something that I think Usopp had to understand, because in a lot of his imaginative ideas of what grandeur and honor and being a hero meant, I think a lot of times he felt like it was without risk, or maybe he didn't think about the fact that it included this. So now he understands fully the weight of this persona that he wants to live up to is. And I think he's okay with that now, because he did it, right? He had to go up against, like I said, 3 high-level Baroque Work agents, knowing that the chances he wasn't going to survive were pretty high. But like he said, if that's what I did and it was enough to save my friends, then it was worth having, what was it, 60 kilos to the face, which, by the way, FYI, that would have killed him. Quite frankly, even 20 kilos to the face, 20 kilos in pounds, 2.2 pounds, that's over 40 pounds of pressure, almost 50 pounds of pressure to the face. He would have had nothing left. To say the least. You know, you saw number 3 was missing teeth. That would have been Usopp. He would have lost teeth. He would have broken his face, his cheeks, his nose. Anyways, thank God it's the world of anime, or the world of make-believe here, because that would have killed him. There's no doubt he would have not survived those hits. But anyway, the point is, he did suffer a lot and risk his life. And thankfully it worked out for him. And I really love that, you know, Zoro's not a man of many words, but I love that he said that, you know, he immediately recognized what Usopp had done, right? And made sure to, you know, point out that he was the savior and to grab him and, you know, pull him up from the ground. Like, that's, you know, Zoro's ultimate, like, show of, I respect you. Like, I think he did before, but it's a different level, because he knows just how hard it is for Usopp, of all people, to have risked what he did. Zoro wouldn't have thought twice about it, but, you know. So I love that. Great growth arc for Usopp overall. Fights were cool. You know, the banter back and forth. And, you know, Sanji, I feel like he was kind of a smaller part of this episode, but kind of hilarious that his biggest fight was against 2 animals that were like half his size, but hey, they were feisty. Love that. We got to hear Mr. Zero on the phone. Still no face, obviously, but he has some type of devil fruit power or something up, because he is able to wilt a flower by simply touching it. So that's kind of scary if his power is anything like deterioration. So we'll have to see whenever that reveal comes, which I don't suspect suspect we're going to get this season, but who knows. Outside of that, was there anything else really? I guess there was just a slight touch on the conversation between Luffy and the Miss All Golden Week. You know, even though she was very much a side character, the messaging behind her, I think, was very strong. You know, somebody who was lonely and felt detached growing up. And so she then basically has created a world where she forces people to feel what she thinks they should feel and forces them to interact with her. And yeah, obviously she's crazy, but you know, the fact that she was doing that in the conversation with Luffy and how she couldn't understand why he was so determined to save his friends when she said, well, you know, you don't need friends. Friends let you down. Friends, they're fickle, right? You don't need them. Dolls will stay with you, right? So I could do a whole sidebar about, you know, the implications of that character and what she was saying and kind of the back and forth that has with Luffy, because Luffy, we haven't gotten a ton of his background outside of season 1, but you know, he did grow up kind of lonely. He was an outcast in his area as well. And he very much could have had a mindset that related to what we saw of Golden Week, but it was the opposite. Like, he actually loves making friends, and he's actually opened himself more to bringing people into his life, despite the fact that he didn't grow up that way, right? So anyway, I think that was kind of an interesting parallel, even though it was not a major part of the episode at all. And obviously we see that it was a good inspiration for Luffy, that even with the mind control, he was really struggling with listening to her, you know, her attempt to brainwash him against his goals, right? Which again shows you how deep set his goals and his passion is for his dreams. And that's why he's unstoppable, truthfully. So yeah, we're off the island. Thankfully, Vivi is now fully part of the group. She's seeing now how these people went to bat for her, even though they've only known her for a few days. And, you know, even how Luffy said, hey, we're going to help you. Like, I know that wasn't our original plan, but you're part of the crew now. This is important. Is important to you because you're important to us, and we're going to do this. So don't even worry about it. So yeah, she's on there. And as I said, it's great to have another woman on board, because my poor girl, Nami, you know, having to be the one voice of reason with all that testosterone's got to be trying sometimes. So it's great. So yeah, another good episode. I think they wrapped it up nicely. I enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed watching along. If you did, please show some love, and I'll see you in the next one.